Hello, my name is Jeremy Arney, a senior citizen of Victoria, British Columbia. I ran for the Canadian Action Party in the 2008 federal election for the Saanich Gulf Islands riding. And normally I can speak without referring to notes, but today I do need notes because what I have to say is relatively complicated and I want to get it right. So forgive me if I look down periodically. What I'm here to talk to you about today is the recent passage through the House of Commons of Bill C-36, an act respecting the safety of consumer products. I would like to congratulate all the Canadian MPs for assisting the Prime Minister of Canada through the Minister of Health to A, destroy the rule of law in Canada, and B, have the ability to bypass the Parliament of Canada in making of regulations. The Standing Senate Committee on Social Affairs, Science and Technology has 5 liberals and 7 conservatives. So the rubber stamp will be used there, probably even more quickly than the 2 hours and 50 minutes used in the House of Commons HESA committee. In Bill C-36, an act respecting the safety of consumer products, the rule of law is violated this way. Health inspectors, with the aid of police officers, usually RCMP, can invade a place, seize goods thought to be unsafe by them, and confiscate and hold them without the supervision of the courts, only on an e-warrant issued by a justice of the peace on the suspicion of the presence of unsafe consumer products. Violators are assumed guilty as charged by the minister until they can prove themselves innocent, again with no recourse to any court of law. Any review of the seizure or safety of the goods or the charge of guilty is subject to a minister's appointed review panel, not a court of law, and they can administer a maximum fine of $5 million. The purpose of the rule of law is to protect the people against illegal intrusions, search and seizure of personal possessions by government forces. And now the Canadian government is using this bill to allow those intrusions against the Canadian people and denying the Canadian people the right to court protection. Canadian Parliament will be bypassed by regulations to this act will be made by foreign governments, for instance China, and sub-governments of foreign states, for instance again Alabama, and by bodies of foreign states such as World Health Organization, World Trade Organization, IMF, or even the European Union, and will not, I repeat, will not be subject to parliament's review. Lack of knowledge of regulations published only in the Gazette twice, or a genuine desire to comply with those regulations is not a defense against the ministerial charge of guilty until proven innocent. The purpose of the Parliament of Canada is to obey the wishes of the people of Canada and to make laws and regulations in the best interests of the people of Canada. It is not to allow foreign governments and corporations to make our regulations for us with no oversight by our Parliament. And I would also like to congratulate the mainstream media for helping this to be such a well-hidden problem from the Canadian people. Thank you.